In March, a group of 90 hungry Bstm students went onto the streets of New York City to spread the love of Jesus. Before the trip, one of our pastors, Hannah Barbaskis, she released a word and said that sons and daughters would be coming home to the Father on this trip. And that's exactly what we saw.
We went to share the gospel and the love of Jesus to the Bstm New York, which is such a fast pace, but we were able intentionally to slow down and meet each individual where they were and uniquely touch them through the power of God.
It was crazy to see how much the people of New York City were longing for love and a touch. And their hearts were so open to just a simple Jesus loves you. And as we just got to look into their eyes, they were intentionally loved on, and they just got to receive Jesus. And we could see the glory of God in their countenance as we left them on the streets and in the churches.
We saw this specifically one time we were walking through Central Park, and we were just having joyful conversation and just full of the joy of the Lord. And this woman walking by saw us, and she stopped us. She was like, "Why are you guys so joyful?" And we just got to speak with her and actually share the gospel with her and talk about this joy that we have.
We came to serve the city, but in turn, it actually served us. And as we passed the flower shops and the coffee shops and the people on the streets and the parks, we actually came alive as we saw the city come alive through the presence of God.
Day after day, we could feel the presence of God increasing in the city, and it really felt like dry land being touched by water, and the whole city flooded with the presence of God.
So many people we encountered told us that they'd been asking God for a sign that He was real. And we realized that as we were ministering to them, God was divinely setting people up. They would walk right into our path.
Revival is breaking out. His people are longing for an encounter. We follow His leading, and He opens the doors. All we have to do is say yes.
Jesus is alive, and He wants to meet us where we are at.
One mission.
One goal.
To love Jesus and His children.
We owe the world an encounter with God.